Hi, I'm Buzz Lagos. In this week's analysis, we'll look at Minnesota's final goal in their 3-0 home victory against Fort Lauderdale. We'll also look at a dynamic attack by the Cosmos in their game against the Indy 11. Let's look at that monitor now.
69th minute, Minnesota leading 2-0. Damian Lowe and Christian Ramirez, the goal scorers. Fort Lauderdale playing with 10 men. They've been doing so since the 22nd minute. Red card to Jason Mora. Good ball out to Lang. Ramirez! Oh, but it's in the back of the net for Christian Ramirez, and Minnesota leads 3-0.
Okay, so we look at it again. We see again the long ball. You'd like this to get to your player, but notice the height that Cruz has. Even though the defender's going to play the ball, there's a good chance that his leaping for the ball, just a modest distraction for the defender. Can't quite see the ball, doesn't quite get the contact he wants on it, and Cruz might have been the reason for that. Because when the ball comes down, the defender goes to play it to Alexander, just overhits it, and it falls right to Broski, who then gets a quick head to Spies. Now notice that Spies sort of comes to the ball, and Mears doesn't get in a good defensive position on him. And Spies reads this. He sees Mears on his side. He just gets a quick left foot turn, drags the ball, and accelerates past Mears. Now, in situations like this is where Minnesota's versatility in their attack. Many times it could be Justin Davis wide, but Lang kept his width in this situation. And holding that width, he gives Spies that option. And Spies takes that ball right at the heart of the defense. He wants to get the defense to collapse in on him. And he goes strong. And notice that the outside defender for Fort Lauderdale comes in and Spies just opens that channel wide open for Lang. And Spies just delicately passed, just nutmegs the defender right out there. And Lang just explodes to that ball. And he hits that first time pass. And Christian Ramirez has gotten some space away from the two defenders. When they're lagging back, one of them should be right on him. He's in an onside position. Zapata's, keeping him onside, although the ball might be too. It's a pretty close line there. And Lang just hits a driven ball right across the box. And Ramirez, is in this one, he actually gets in the air just a little early and can't get in. He needs to get his back arched. If he gets his back arched more, flying through the air, watching the ball, and it comes across his body, he can then whack the ball, and he could have scored this on his own if he just had a little bit better technique. Where you leave the ground, you have to arch your back so the ball can come across the front of your body, and then you can whack it. Instead, he gets in the air a little stiff, and the ball catches the side of his head, and what great fortune. It bounces off Zapata, inadvertently and in the goal to give Minnesota their third goal. Now let's look at the attack by the Cosmos against the Indy 11 last Saturday.
Looking for that first Indy 11 goal. Could be trouble here. Ball played across.
Wow.
That Guenzati going to be drawing a penalty for.
Okay, we see that Lahoud plays, spots Moffitt wide on the flank there, but we see the good balance and attack by New York, where they have Arrieta as a penetrating player in the middle here, Guenzati in the box too, ready to turn and attack goal, Arango pushing defenders back, and Moffitt making a run out of the back on the left side, and Lahoud spots Moffitt open and plays a ball over the top of the defense into Moffitt. You just see that what happens in that situation in the run by Arango. He starts a run, but realizes the ball's being played to Moffitt, just makes a little curl and comes back for the ball to open himself up. So when Mars goes over to close down Moffitt, he's in a good position right now, and the ball's played and he kind of reaches the block. But right now is the moment of decision. Should I turn with the ball or should I stay with Moffitt? And so Mears should have turned the other direction, turned the other way, make that quick turn and sprint and stay with Moffitt to take away the easy ball that's played behind him by Arango. And Moffitt reads that, and so Moffitt just plays a first-time ball into Arango, and then Moffitt makes a quick run toward the goal line. Arango plays it to Moffitt, so Moffitt's not offside, and a strong run by Guenzati, the defender, can't quite recover. Janicki's a step slow, and normally Guenzati would have put that ball away comfortably, but he gets fouled by Janicki from behind and earns a penalty kick for New York. In the next match analysis, we'll look at a highlight from the Minnesota Cosmos match this Saturday at the National Sports Center. Next week is a bye week for the Loons. We'll look ahead at the Yaddo Fury, Minnesota's next opponent.